I'm a Brewfessional.
I'm a Brewfessional.
She's a Brewfessional.
And she's a Brewfessional.
Script game impeccable.
Them script game impeccable.
Them yacht funds so plentiful.
You know things so plentiful.
We young and Brewfessional.
We young and Brewfessional.
Young and Brewfessional.
We young and Brewfessional.
We young and Brewfessional.
We young and Brewfessional.
Just young and Brewfessional.
Just young and Brewfessional.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
Big Brewfessionals.
Get out your book sack, buddy.
Yeah.
You back.
You back.
You back.
Yeah.
And we like to welcome you back to the brew spot where it's first all esteem to YAHUAH. Man, so welcome to the brew spot. I'm your host. It's your favorite beloved Daoud.
It's your favorite and on your co-host Script Flood. Woo! 613 split it ass from above. All esteem to you.
All esteem to YAHUAH.
And I'm your co-host, Mish Pot. Burn 'em up, Mish.
Burn 'em up, Mish.
All esteem to YAHUAH.
Man, all esteem to YAHUAH. And man, we appreciate everybody for pulling up. 2 muscles up. You know the lingo, 2 muscles up. If you lifting your brother and sister up, man, shout out to Playback Sounds.
Shout out.
Shout out to Big Bro Luz.
Shout out.
Ear Doc on the ones and twos.
Shout out.
Man, make sure you go visit playbacksounds.com. Not only is the sound quality, it's also in your budget. So make sure you go to playbacksounds.com and check out all those quality services that they offer.
Yeah.
Also, man, you go to mindcultureforever.com for all your free musical needs.
All free.
Hey, man, we go to 613 Splash for all your righteous cloth.
Shout out.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, the only thing we ain't selling on there is fabric. You know what I'm saying? Fabric, you can just make your own stuff on, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, but it coming, though. We're going to come on with our own custom print. Y'all
It's
better
coming,
stop
though.
playing, man.
It's
Stop
coming.
playing. It's all for YAHUAH. You know what I'm saying? Should nobody look like YAHUAH in this earth but the people.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? So we got to definitely start to elevate on that. You feel
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? So stay tuned. We're going to have the Wave 613. This is the Wave.
Shout out.
Shout out.
I know it sounds crazy when we say this is the wave,
wave.
but this is the wave. YAHUAH is the wave.
Facts.
613, who gave us a 613, so the wave 613, always a lifeguard on duty.
Always.
We always instruct before you eat, after you eat, wait 30 minutes before you get in the water.
We'll catch your cramp
We
now.
definitely, because these some high tides, baby.
Shout out.
Get your surfboard.
Shout out.
Shout out. Man, shout out to True Water Solutions.
Shout out.
Man, my big brother Yashiv and then big brother Daweed.
Shout out.
From the house of
Daweed
Daweed the jeweler. Make sure you go. Make sure you get you some little stones or something, man. We don't worship stones, nor do we do anything like that. So you know,
Nah.
it's purely to the royal of how we look as a people. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We're just trying to get back to when people used to look at us. You know, when kids see us now, they don't really see the images of princes and
Right,
princesses.
right.
They see thugs and gangsters and coons and all this other stuff right here that we are labeled because we don't know how to act.
Right,
But if
right.
we actually start to, you know, take on that, put back on that outfit we used to wear, people will be able to distinguish who we are.
Facts.
All right. So the subject matter we're gonna be dealing with today, and in all with all due respect, we give YAHUAH, is YAHUAH's timing or perfect timing. Okay, so even with all this that we're saying, with implementing all these things, it's gonna have to take perfect timing, YAHUAH timing.
Shout out.
Sometimes we just not ready for it, you know, as a people. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But hey, man, about that time, if we got them ideas, and they running through all of our minds, and we have the energy or
Right.
you know, motivation to
Right.
do it, we should put all this stuff into play.
Right, son.
But we're gonna get into this perfect timing, yace out. Okay, so we're gonna get into the first segment after this quick break. You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby. Ha ha.
Oh, yeah. For him, y'all already know how it burn up, man. Got that temp real nice for you. Burn 'em up, miss. Yeah, brothers. Oh, it's your favorite out. Yeah. only with physical, look at the battle, it really is spiritual. As long as Yahuwah is pleased, don't let these Nadians belittle you. I stay on my biblical, make the word visible, devils are miserable. I show what this tiller do. The goal is a lie. I live by that fire. My ears on my eyes. Won't go for them lies. Only live for the side. So I'm never surprised. On the post look alive. Keep the rule by my side. Stay true to my master. I used to be wrong when I listened to pastor. Had to get out them shackles and turn from my way. I was hustling backwards. Now it's straight to the kingdom. I gotta look cleaner. That changed my demeanor. Not just a believer, my brother keeper. I know the redeemer. That toward the coolest. You talk against Torah, consider that foolish. Even though it's a bruiser, you know I still spit for the low like it's music. Yahuwah the ruler, he picking me up everywhere like a ooze. Don't do the intruder, the willing need they getting fewer and fewer. Don't go for the anything, younger got standards, Yahuwah my everything. I pray for a heavy brain, then on the way with a heavy chain. Yeah, this that imperial, came out the mineral, building material. That law is criteria, taught me the rope, now I'm all managerial. I'm going hard, that's the only setting on the mainframe, bro. Seeing equal abomination, that's the only name for it, bro. Brother talking that script, but when we gon' change over though? Bang all on each other, but we let the main shooter go. Not only with physical, look at the battle, it really is spiritual. As long as Yahuwah is pleased, don't let these Nadians belittle you. I stay on my biblical, make the word visible, devils are miserable. I show what this tiller do. The goal is a lie. I live by that fire. My ears on my eyes. Won't go for them lies. Only live for the side. So I'm never surprised. On the post look alive. Keep the rule by my side. 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 Keep the rule by my side.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals. It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
I'm your host. It's your favorite beloved Daoud.
It's your favorite eye.
And I'm your co-host, Mish Pot, burn 'em up, Mish.
Burn 'em up, Mish. And I'm your co-host, Script Flow. Woo! 613 split it ass. All esteem to Yahuwah.
All esteem to Yahuwah.
And we back up in this thing,
We
man.
back.
You feel me? Shout out
To
to the Wave 613.
Shout out.
Shout out to 613 Splash. You feel me? For all your righteous thrizzheads.
Splash.
Shout out mindcultureforever.com for all your righteous music needs. Shout out Playback Sounds. You feel me? .com. You feel me? For all your music needs, movie needs, groovy needs. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Shout out Big Lou, man. Shout out Ear Doctor on the ones and twos. Shout out YB Slim, man, on the cam.
On the
Cam.
cam.
You feel me? Yeah, man. And we back up in this thing. Man. Y'all already know my section. You know what I'm saying? Just a little definition and a small little spill.
Tell them, man, this is a splash zone.
The splash zone.
Not a drip zone.
Not
This
a
is
drip
splash
zone.
zone.
Splash zone.
Okay, man, splash zone, man. Okay, no drip zone. So
No
that's
drip.
so confusing.
It's a splash zone.
Splash
Okay,
zone.
today we talking about perfect timing. Yahuwah's perfect timing. Okay, so perfect is having all the required or desirable elements or qualities or characteristics as good as it is possible to be. Okay? And we have time, which is the indefinite continued progress of existence and events in the past, present, and future, regarded as whole or traveling through time or space. A point of time, which is measured in hours, minutes, or days or months. Okay? Now, Yahuwah is the master over time. Okay? Time, according to Scripture, is under Yahuwah's personal direction and control.
That's right.
Time began at creation and becomes the agency which Yahuwah continues to unveil his divine purpose to us. Okay? Now, Yahuwah is transcendent over time. He established the cycle of days and seasons by which time is known and reckoned, and possesses the power to dissolve them according to his eternal purpose. Now, he controls world history, determining in all, advance the times, and set all the times, nations, and bringing them to pass.
That's right.
So Yahuwah he's actually Father perfect in everything, not in just time, but in everything.
Everything.
Yeah,
That's right.
And I learned a lesson this past week.
Okay.
About timing. You feel me? Never move too fast, because hey, he already got it there for you.
Absolutely.
If you keeping this law.
That's right.
So just wait on him, man. Because
That's right.
he's perfect. His
That's
time
right.
is perfect.
Because you be on the way though.
Right.
You don't even know you're on the way to the
Right.
blessing. You know,
I'm trying to swerve past him.
facts. And do my little moves.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
like, oh.
Oh no, I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna do my little move.
Right.
Cause my little move we feel that our little move's gonna bring greater. But see, if the rent man say, have this money back, have this money here at 12:30,
Right.
and we get to looking at the clock at 12:25, like I ain't got that. But he said 12:30. Now, if you believe that the Father definitely gonna give it to you,
Mm-hmm.
trust. From now on, just trust. If you just trust, just trust.
Facts.
Take your brother word for it.
Facts.
If you can't take anything, take your brother word for it. Not because we reading, because we're experiencing. Take your brother word for it. Just wait to 12:30. See what happened. The rent man might call you and tell you, you know what, man? Forget about it.
That's right.
I'm just giving you the fact because
that's facts.
you don't know what he does. Like that's how
That's
good
the
he
power
is.
we serve. Facts.
That's how good he is.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because literally it's like to test you.
Right.
To see do you want things faster or do you want things according to his time? Nowhere up until you go see in the Brit Kadashah or the so-called New Testament, you know what I'm saying? Which ain't no such thing as new, it's the renewed. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that it was just the same concept brought to in a new time.
Facts.
Okay, that's it. Same old concept, just in a time that they did not know what he was talking about. So literally, when you go to the beginning of the scripture, say that the sun gives you, the sun and the moon dictates the day and night. You know what I'm saying? And then it also dictates the seasons. You know what I'm saying? The months, the days, and the years. Nowhere did you see hours and minutes.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying? So if you stuck on 12:30, you on man time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody tell you they gonna do nothing to you. Can't no man curse Israel.
Facts.
No man. You couldn't put me out if you wanted to. If that was mine.
Facts.
See, that's why it's very important we become owners. Because literally, if we were the owners, our people would be in a situation, right? And then we would know that they're short, and we wouldn't press you. Because that's against the law to press your brother and sister about something. Even if you're living in something that we may have agreed on. Nope. We got a master who will actually do things perfectly in its perfect time. When somebody sells something off and does that, and it's something of their livelihood, in the scriptures, in life, we say, oh well, you gotta you can't buy this back, it's mine now, I bought it, I won't sell it back to you, it's mine now to do it exactly I want to. No, Yahuwah said you got 7 years to deal with this person's property. Right. Because that is their father's inheritance that they gave to them.
Right, and give it back.
And you gotta give it back. So the Most High don't let a man be out there with nothing and nothing of his own.
Facts.
Even if he sells it off, you still gotta sell it back to me in 7 years.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I can come into my house and work with you.
That's law.
That's law. Keep up the household, but it's mine, but it's really yours.
Facts.
So for all the contributions and things being brought during that time, I still let you keep the house. I still let you live there, but I'm coming to reap benefits like a landlord.
Facts.
Because I gave you a lump sum up front to keep your house. You feel what I'm saying? Yep. See, that's the same thing a bank does. It give you a loan. They buy the house, and now the house belongs to them. Now you're just there to keep it until you pay the loan back. Mm-hmm. Okay, so but with your brother, it would not be any interest. So right now, when they do you the same way, they charge interest because you're not their brother.
Right. So if the house costs $150 to build, that's how much it is.
That's how much it is. So that's how much that man owes back. $150. Now, when you done paying your 150, it's all yours.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? All yours. Even if it's before the 7 years, you can get it back. That don't mean, but it's forceful. It's forced upon you after 7 years. Get that man back his property.
Mm-hmm.
So Yahuwah's perfect timing. 7 years is enough time. You done got enough work, yours plus his.
Right.
You actually done gained a lot of interest because it was all capped for you.
Facts.
After you done got the 150 back from whatever, now you still capping.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying? From the production of the land. You feel what I'm saying?
We'll give you 7 years to
Hey
cap.
man, the cap. So you really looking like, okay, so isn't that enough? Yeah, that's perfect. But here we can't even get nobody 2 days.
We need to know.
You get like 7. Like once you sell it to me, it's over. You can't come back on this property. What he say? It's my property. Get off here. Don't come back on my property. I'm gonna shoot you dead.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But you actually, you had to sell it that fast to get on your feet. You had to look out for your family. So we're supposed to look at each other. See, a lot of these things is based upon these things. So imagine if we didn't have these methods of counting, we would not be able to be fair to each other after those 7 years.
Right.
7 days, the Shabbat. So it's not talking about, okay, wait till 6:30 to keep the Shabbat. It just say when the sun go down, go ahead. It's that time. You know what I'm saying? So it's not based upon this. So we're looking at Yahuwah's perfect timing versus man. When we start to look at man timing, that's when we start to try to rush and get things in when we're trying to appease the oppressor.
Facts.
See, when we're pleasing the oppressor, the Most High don't pay bills. Well, why does it say that if he feeds the animal, he'll feed you?
Right.
If he adorned the lilies better than he adorned Solomon, more beautifully than he adorned Solomon, why you don't think Yahuwah would dress you? So what he gonna do? Dress you better than Solomon, feed you full, and put you under a bridge?
Sheesh.
It says surely the wolves have dens.
Facts.
So everybody got a house. The ants got mounds.
Right.
The bears got caves.
Facts.
But Yahuwah not gonna give you a place to stay.
Sheesh.
It's all about perfect timing. You can't worry about what he doing or what they doing, because sometimes the Most High will allow you to lose something to step into what he definitely has for you.
Facts.
The next situation won't be as the prior, because literally because that is a situation. This situation will be given to you by the Father.
Facts.
It was your time. It was your time of compassion. It wasn't your time of punishment or judgment on that matter. Now it's your time of compassion. So if you don't wait for your time of compassion, then you have not lived your punishment out yet.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So you literally, it could be a test. And if we ever, let's say if the judge gave you a 10-year sentence and you paroled out in 2, you do the rest on paper. That don't mean that you just get out scot-free and now the rest of it we just gonna scratch up.
Facts.
No, I'm just gonna allow you to do this probation for me for free.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This probation right here free. Trusting that you're gonna do what you supposed to do, pay these payments, keep a good clean nose. You know what I'm saying? To stay up out of that position that you were in, because
Right.
you could be doing 10 stiff years.
Facts.
But instead, you don't have to do 10 stiff. It could be kinda alright for you, but yeah, somebody's still on your back.
Right.
Yahuwah's still on our back. We ain't that trustworthy now. You know what I'm saying? Cause them damsels still running around.
Right.
That money still floating. You know, and life still flowing. You still running up on problems. Everything's still happening. So it ain't like stop. That's why you got to be in the world but not of the world. See, a man of the world would start to cry and start to go into the thing, but a man who's just in the world would just know that, hey, this was all a test.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we have to wait till our punishment of. If he gave you 3 weeks to suffer, he may not told you 3 weeks, but you got 3 weeks to suffer.
Facts.
At the end of that, we may be back.
Facts.
You feel me? But we're gonna get back into something, get back into it out on the second segment. So we're gonna go to a short break.
Perfect.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
Burn them up, miss.
Yahoo on the banner, flying right through Atlanta. Whatever I do, I had to give it up. How did I fall and still give it up? Told her the truth, I had to big it up. All that we do, we have to give it up. Give it up, give it up, give it up. Energy, everything, give it up. Yahoo with the king, I have to give it up. All of this earth, I had to give it up. If it contrary, had to give it up. All of my worry, had to give it up. All of that folly, had to give it up. All of my body, had to give it up. All of my might, I had to give it up. All of my mind, I had to give it up. All of my soul, I had to give it up. Hey, I done had to give it up. 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 2 man in the truck, kinda life I done had to live it up. Came in with these broke pieces, who really fix it up. A trillion miles on these brew kicks, and the few I'm about to kick 'em up. A full tree with some fruit on it, that's a long way from the dust. The people calling me for right side, cause I'm always in the cut. I was shouting out Yahoo and I ain't on the one that got me out the rut. Started walking them 613, this a different type of stress. Now road, not for everybody, for the faithful ain't open up. Used to live that mixed life, that's equivalent to a mud. Now spirit get frisked down if the dirty door remains shut. A hard head got me burned a couple times and I had to give it up. Until I met the set apart root, baby, I was all out of trust. Yahoo, I only one I trust. We start a wave like a brush. I'm living still, never rest. A real boss never rest. All of my body had to give it up. All of my might I had to give it up. All of my mind I had to give it up. All of my soul I had to give it up. Hey, I done had to give it up. 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 Hey, I done had to give it up. 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 You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
And I'm your host. It's your favorite beloved Dawood.
It's your favorite and on your co-host script for woo, the 613 split it ass. All esteem to Yahuwah.
All esteem to
Yahuwah.
And I'm your co-host, Mish Pot. Burn 'em up, Mish.
Burn 'em up, Mish.
All esteem to you.
All esteem to Yahuwah.
All
And
esteem.
you're back at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
Yeah.
I'd like to give a shout out to Playback Sounds. Shout out to the real PBS.
Shout
out to mindcultureforever.com where you can go get all your free righteous music needs.
Shout out.
Shout out to 613splash.com for all your righteous thread needs.
Shout
Shout
out.
out.
Shout out to the Way 613 for all your righteous content needs.
Shout out.
I'd like to give a shout out
Shout
also
out.
to True Water Solutions, YV Slim,
Okay.
King of the Platform,
Okay.
and Dawood the Jeweler.
Shout out.
And
Shout
y'all- And
out.
now y'all back at the brew spot, and we in my segment right here. And I'm gonna go into the perspective of the world versus Yahuwah when it comes to perfect timing.
Okay.
So, the world will give us, when it comes to perfect timing, the world will give us a plan, and they will call this like a 2050 plan, as it's like to bring salvation or bring some type of peace or order to everything that's going on in the world.
Right.
And they'll make it seem like as if that's perfect timing for everything to get back, but that's only based off of research and no change in nobody's behavior where they can actually be preserved.
That's right.
But with Yahuwah, he has given us a plan for our salvation and also tell us that the result of this salvation, the kingdom, is near. And then with us knowing that in these perilous times, with that being all that we see, we should look towards his plan of salvation on how to preserve ourselves and those around us.
Facts.
And not just a blank 2050 plan based on eating or keeping the ocean clean or something like that. Because that's not going to preserve those around us.
Nah, that's
right.
facts.
That's right. See,
Facts.
so they only looking more to preserve the earth.
Yeah,
Facts.
or alkaline diet.
That's right.
And they think they found the perfect timing on it.
Absolutely. so,
Oh,
so you just gonna eliminate that. Really, the people are meant to dress the land.
Facts.
So that means it's probably gonna be more deer, more everything than humans.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying? So more animals than men. You know what I mean? I know they gonna be happy.
Oh yeah,
The
facts.
trees gonna be happy. They ain't gotta worry about nobody chopping them
Facts.
for this old holiday.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? But the tree be tight. It said in the scriptures, the trees of Lebanon, the cedars of Lebanon gonna rejoice. Like they gonna start singing. I just want to hear their song.
What?
I wanna hear
What
them
that
boys
sound
song.
like? That's
I want to hear their song after that man with that axe get checked. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Cause them boys dragging the tree out the woods.
Yeah.
They going straight in the woods. They going to chop them down and they dragging them out into their house. That man was getting nice nutrients, nice sun,
Everything.
nice everything. Even had a little animal climb up on him every day. He had some
Right.
love, some attention.
You
Just
chop
end
that
up in
boy
your
up,
house.
bring
Just
him in the house to die.
To die, dry out and catch your house on fire.
Bullet. Bullet.
Hey. So with Yahuwah, man, like with Yahuwah, definitely with the as you see what the world, as you were saying, what the world try to put in play on a 2050 plan, right? But you'll see in the 2050 plan, literally like for real, if you go check that out, 'cause you can Google that
Facts.
and you can check out the whole layout. But it's gonna be dealing with transhumanism, meaning that they're gonna be trying to find out how to transfer thoughts
Right.
and personalities into machines. You know what I'm saying? With human like qualities.
Sheesh.
So they trying to put your mind on a chip so that they can plug it in some machine and have something in your likeness walking around here. So you got to go look at the whole storyboard. So that means that man is going to diminish.
Mm-hmm.
Man is going to diminish. So if you're looking forward to a 2050 plan, you're looking for a man to diminish. You're
Right.
talking about a man of beast now.
Sheesh.
Whew. A man with no emotions, no feelings, no nothing about it. Like they think that men running around here with no emotions. Not even the hardest person running around here with no emotions now.
Facts.
Cause let me tell you, I'm a case in point. Now he can run out here and do anything to anybody else, but let somebody do something to his mama or his son,
Oh, everybody gonna cry like a baby.
like a baby, ball up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
See, nobody pays attention to that. See, but what you have to do is get him to recognize that before he starts to do things into other people.
Facts.
So the Most High brings the reflection to you. You know what I'm saying? Which means that when you look at your wife and your children and how much they mean to you, you should know the next man has the same value placed on his family.
Facts.
So when we do things even to each other, we have to know if that man doesn't come home, you leave his son to continue him and his wife to live without him and his son to live without him, but you took the authority away.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So was what you did worth, you know what I'm saying, worth all that? That's what we have to look at. See, but we can't wait on Yahuwah time, wait for him to punish the brother. Oh, I ain't no chump. I ain't gonna do, but Yahuwah let people get, you know what I'm saying, turn the other cheek all the time. Do that mean he a chump? Nah. It just means that you know what I'm saying, I love hard. Or I don't want
Facts.
nobody to die. I would rather you get it right.
It'll just smack
Yeah,
you down.
because
Facts.
if I just give you a little time, maybe you'll get it right. But if I gave you a little time and you didn't get right, you're gonna end up being in what you're gonna be in
Right.
anyway. You know what I'm saying? So if you were destined to be in a hole, you're gonna be in a hole. If you
Right.
destined to find the kingdom, eventually you're gonna find the kingdom. So you gotta thank Yahuwah that he's that merciful and that long suffering.
Facts.
To not just say, oh, well, I said do this and by this time you should have this. Now, after the 400 years is up, everybody done said 400 years and 400 years is up. Okay. Okay, so that means that after 400 years, hey, it's on you now. Okay, so now we looking at 400 years somebody supposed to get swooped. Now we see that nobody got swooped yet.
Fast.
Nobody got swooped, and
That's
this
a
ain't
fact.
no diss.
No diss. That's,
No, listen,
that's
like
true,
literally,
though.
we have not been swooped.
That's true.
So literally, if this still the last day after 400 years, this may be the 400th day. But you gotta wait till the clock run out.
Right.
So you're going all the way to the very last second for brothers and sisters to find this truth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we should be putting in our break. So if a person feel like, okay, after 400, then we up now, we can't just sit back and wait. When you go look at the 5 foolish and the 5 wise, you start to see the 5 wise virgins,
Right.
you start to see what they were doing. One were waiting patiently for Yahuwah. The other one was running around doing y'all knows what, trying to figure out the information, or I got time to figure it out. And then when it all came down, they could not find it. They tried to come to the wise like, okay, I see the time wrapping up and things getting crazy out here. It's dark out here and everything. Can I get some of that you got?
Let me get some of that, man.
Hey,
Get
You
some
go
of
get
your
that from
oral.
where you been getting it. Creflo Hollow.
What they say? How they say in the country? Oral. Let me get some of your oral. Creflo Hollow.
You gotta go get it from Creflo Hollow. You gotta go get it from TD Snakes.
Snakes.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta go get it from there. Now y'all know we gonna mention that and say exactly what we saying, cause we don't.
yeah,
Hey, if anybody misleading the people,
Yeah.
but you get the worst type of respect from us,
That's a fact.
cause you can't mislead.
Facts.
If that, and now TD Snakes, he would be Jakes if he was out here doing
the
the righteous works. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. But
Creflo would be Dollar. He wouldn't be Holly. He did the work. You feel what I'm saying? I would definitely give a laborer his worthy wages.
just due, facts.
That's
I
right.
think.
That's what you would give him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's doing the work. But you see what these brothers laying out on the line for our people.
Facts.
Now we ain't saying this based on because it's hatred. Cause we don't want his money, nor do we want your money.
Facts.
We don't want your money. See, we just want our people to get better.
Right.
That's what would make me feel good. That's where I get, you know what I'm saying, all my satisfaction.
Right.
From when I see others inspired by the goodness and begin to walk towards the goodness.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So that they can get they just due in their perfect time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not live off me and then you getting crumbs up off, you know what I'm saying, up off my success, or my Brewfessionals. No, I want you to have your personal, because there's many mansions in the Father's house. You know what I'm saying? And you can show your own family this.
Right.
So it's for somebody to bring it to the forefront so that everybody can get back to the master.
Right.
We are not the masters. You know what I'm saying? We are servants.
That's facts.
We are just here to be messengers, deliver the message the way that it's meant to be delivered, straight from our heart.
And that's it.
That's right, straight from our heart. So that's why you'll see somebody be like, well, why you just don't crack? But we're talking from the scriptures.
Facts.
Now, if I say thou shalt not eat pork, and then start talking about pork, it doesn't matter. I still said the same thing, and then I'm just going into elaborating why you shouldn't eat pork.
Facts.
I should just tell you why you shouldn't just eat pork from that meaning, and then you tell me, sheesh, you know what? I shouldn't eat that because it has this, and then you be like, man, so where did you get all that? Where did you get that from?
Right.
You be like, I got it right here. See, then it's time to open the scriptures, because people are intrigued about the person you became.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But see, that takes time. People not gonna compliment your brew as soon as you hop in the brew. Nobody gonna be like, wow,
It was brewed up.
your brew is so nice. But no. You were just doing Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Cinco de Mayo,
Them folks
Saint Patty.
they gotta give you a few rounds to see if you really about it.
Valentine's Day, Labor Day. But
let us see what he
Yeah,
do.
okay, now he done missed by 4 Christmases. He might be on it.
he might be on it. Matter of fact, you ain't gonna get no warm welcome. You not gonna get no warm welcome. So you gotta take a little time
Facts, right.
before you know what I'm saying, it's there.
Right.
Before you can show somebody anything.
Facts.
So that's what people waiting on, just with that experience. You feel me?
Facts.
So we definitely gonna talk about a little more after this next break.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
Yeah. Brothers, it's your favorite eye. Yeah. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man.
That thing keep rolling though. I know it. Yeah. Woo. Hey, I don't care about opinions, fam, I'm an L. Hey, it ain't fair how that goodness fell out the air. I'm straight out the heart with it. Was playing my part with it. Paint the picture like art with it. In the pool with the shark with it. Hey, I don't care about opinions, fam, I'm an L. Hey, it ain't fair how that goodness fell out the air. I'm straight out the heart with it. Was playing my part with it. Paint the picture like art with it. In the pool with the sharks with it. From the jump, bro. I came in through the front door. Hey, the bill is cilantro. Thank you, who for front row. We're brought up by the king hand. A phenomenal wingspan. Gotta stick to the game plan. When the rule, I can wing, man. Oh, yeah, who are that 10 grand? Tell them right, you a mean man. I don't deal with the worldly. Only love on a dozy. In this window, I'm cozy. Find a sheep, little Bo Peep. I'm a man, stand on both feet. For the righteous, I'm gon' lead. Yeah, I used to be so strict, till I realized there's no limit. Man, I used to be so blind, till you who was at 10 cities. Ain't no play, only hard work. Start with flavor without starburst. Hate it now, it get far worse. Come on off in this verse. Been on it for a little minute. They surprised that I'm still in it. Trying to get to walk, no blemish. Be on top when it all finished. Hey, my people, what going on? Hey, I'm here in that script card. All the praise will be going up. Now dogs are the pitfalls. Hey, I don't care about opinions, fam, I'm an L. Hey, it ain't fair how that goodness fell out the air. I'm straight out the heart with it. Was playing my part with it. Paint the picture like art with it. In the pool with the shark with it. Hey, I don't care about opinions, fam, I'm an L. Hey, it ain't fair how that goodness fell out the air. I'm straight out the heart with it. Was playing my part with it. Paint the picture like art with it. In the pool with the sharks with it. Hey, I don't care about opinions, fam, I'm an L. Hey, it ain't fair how that goodness fell out the air. I'm straight out the heart with it. Was playing my part with it. Paint the picture like art with it. In the pool with the shark with it. Hey, I don't care about opinions, fam, I'm an L. Hey, it ain't fair how that goodness fell out the air. I'm straight out the heart with it. Was playing my part with it. Paint the picture like art with it. In the pool with the sharks with it.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
And I'm your co-host, Mish Pot. Burn 'em up, Mish.
Burn 'em up, Mish. And I'm your co-host, Script Flow. Woo! A 613 split it ass from above. All esteem to YAHUAH.
All esteem to YAHUAH. And I'm your host. It's your favorite out, beloved Daoud.
It's your favorite out.
Man, we appreciate everybody for stopping through. Y'all know we do. Shout out to Big Bro Luz.
Shout out.
Yeah, Doctor on the ones and twos.
Shout out.
Shout out to YB Slim.
Shout out.
You know what I'm saying? For shooting that, for being the shooter.
Shout
You know what
out.
I'm saying? Without that, man, you know what I'm saying? There's audio behind, man. Y'all wouldn't even hear these Brewfessionals.
Shout out.
I think they would, though.
Yeah.
Shout
They
out.
would been in the community. They done ran us out of the community with the pitchforks and the fire sticks.
Oh, yeah, man. The outcast of the brew community.
That boy
man.
be talking about eternal life and all of that, man. That boy weird.
You
I
can't
know it.
live forever.
You can't live forever. Okay.
Man,
Well,
Shout out to living forever.
Shout
Shout out to forever. That's what we came out saying forever. They just had to hear the voice. You know what I'm saying? Before you can tell them exactly what's going on, man. Shout out to True Water Solutions.
Shout out.
Shout out to KOTP.
Shout
Shout
out.
out the platform, man. Shim. Brothers.
Brothers.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? How
Yeah.
we do, man. Shout out to Mind Culture Forever.
Shout
Shout out.
.com for all your musical needs. Shout out
Shout out.
to 613 Splash
Shout out.
for all of your righteous threads.
Shout
And
Facts.
shout out to the Wave 613
Shout
for all
out.
your righteous content.
Shout
All
out.
right, man. So we got a few more sponsors too, people that got something going on, man. But man, y'all gotta have to send a list or something. We definitely
yeah,
shout you out,
facts.
and definitely we are looking for real brothers who doing something in the community to guest on the show.
Yeah.
We are looking for that though. You know what I'm saying? It's not that
Yeah, boots on the ground, brothers.
boots on the ground,
Boots on
brothers.
the ground.
Them big
Facts.
facts. Them big facts. So we are. So if y'all if you ain't doing nothing, you in the A town. You know what I mean? And you really can't find no brews. You know the light always on here.
Pull up.
Yeah, man. I would get my number out, but it's on live air. You know? Yeah, man. I don't want them weirdos calling me, man.
Right.
You know, something that's not on the brew.
Hey, Mike Jones, you and Mike Jones, just get that thing out there.
So man, what we gonna be? Let's get back. We gonna get back to the topic, which is perfect timing.
Facts.
But y'all know that our podcast is based upon the Torah, like lifestyle by application of the Torah.
Right.
Okay, not just do what we want to do. So there's a structure here and there's a way we view things. And if you definitely try to get a better insight of the view versus just the hour that you get,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, you should turn your eyes to the manual,
Right.
the Torah. You know what I'm saying, which sits in your house and people ignorantly call it the Holy Bible. Okay,
yes.
so you know what I'm saying, it depends on what it is to you. The word holy means to be set apart. So
That's a fact.
if it's called a set apart, and then Bible means books. So it could have been any book in the world. It could have been compared to a fictional, non-fictional,
True.
adventure,
True,
all
right.
but it didn't call it that. It didn't
That's
call
true,
it
it didn't.
the adventures of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? It says the holy, set apart, the set apart books. So these books are set apart from any books that you can read on this earth, because they predate all the writers today. So it actually, before the Darwin theory and anything like that,
Bullet.
there was a YAHUAH. There was a YAHUAH truth.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
he didn't give a theory.
Facts.
He said, "I made." Now, when the scripture made, it say, "I made." It never said, "Yeah, but I think it was made like this," or "I wasn't there when it happened." He like, "Look, I was a witness. Matter of fact, I'm the creator."
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Now, you ain't got to give me my credit now, but you will do it
Facts.
after you get a load of this. You know what I'm saying? And we don't usually want to get a load of it, so we don't go out there to try to find his face or try to find his hand. So his goodness is hidden in this earth in plain sight. It's just we can't see it.
Facts.
We can't see it because we want things to happen so quick. Just like when a person goes to church. They say the only thing you gotta do, get hit with some holy water, somebody touch you, pour some oil on you, and say you covered by the blood. Voila, you saved.
That's it.
All you gotta do now is sit back.
And wait.
You made the conscious decision.
Oh man, that's
To
sweet.
believe.
So that's
too
real
sweet.
sweet.
That
So
is-
now if you was now
Too sweet.
like it's like this. If you was standing right there in the road, right, and it was literally like we always compare a car coming, and I'm like, come on, get out the road. You know what I'm saying? Come on, get out the road. But you have two legs. It ain't that you're injured or anything. We're telling you that the danger is coming. Now you see this danger. People see the rumors of wars. People see everything that's happening right now. The crime has went up tremendously.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? People not afraid to rape in broad daylight. People are not afraid to kill in broad daylight. People are not afraid to rob in broad daylight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Do these things, snatch children up, kidnap and stuff
Right.
in broad daylight. They have created vans and structures and things like this to do this type of stuff in broad daylight.
That's true.
This how wicked it's got. So literally, you see this, but we will ignore it and say life is fine. Life good. It's better. This good as it get. Bless you.
Thank you.
Cause you're not looking at your neighbor
Right.
that's saying my 15-year-old been missing for months. Now see, that's terrible.
Facts.
That's terrible. That we ignore things like that and just move on with our life because
Right.
we feel that our endeavors or what we doing has us successful.
Right.
But as a people, we look weak.
Just like it ain't my house.
We look weak
Facts.
as a people. As a whole, we look weak. Our neighborhoods, our demeanors, our children, our women,
Facts.
we look weak as men because we got it out of order like this. Any other nation, they not having that. They not having that. Not saying that it is right to publicly humiliate a woman or a man or give them punishment or be like, but the discipline real in these other countries.
Right.
A man getting 40 lashes in the middle of the street in the Middle East.
Cross your back.
In Africa, boy, you getting strung up.
Facts.
See, no one's playing with that disrespect or a man don't want to be a man. You know what I'm saying? Or you got your people running out here doing whatever they want to because, see, that brings a lot of madness.
Right.
But people always say, it's impossible to change that. No, it's not. It just takes a little time. YAHUAH timing. It said, it really says in the scripture when everybody say that it's impossible for us to to come to peace together. In the manual it says, we will all come together the day Shiloh come.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a day that we should look forward to, that when all of us are going to be on one set mind and do things on one accord.
Right.
But we so focused on how we can't achieve it now that we don't want to work towards it to even get to that point. If it's literally like an idea that this can happen, why are we not trying to achieve it?
That's facts.
Why are we not trying to achieve it? If somebody told you walk, but then you found out you could run, you wouldn't try to get to the destination faster?
Bullet.
See, I only told you walk because I know that would be easier for you. I ain't gonna tell you to run because you might gas out right there. But I know, if you take off, if you take off, you running because of your own desire, your own passion. But I'm only telling you to walk to that direction. The only man will only take off running in that direction is if he see exactly what he need to see. You know what I'm saying? But in perfect timing. Feel what I'm saying? So this is what it's saying. Like even in Ecclesiastes 3, where there's a time for everything. Now, people will take this manual and say it's adventurous. It has a lot of this other thing. Facts. If you actually live the righteous life, boy, you'll see how adventurous it is. Where you'll find yourself in some situations where it'll be like, shh, let's don't tell nobody this.
Fast.
You know what I'm saying? Because they wouldn't believe it.
Fast.
You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? So you'll see a brother or a sister so passionate about the scripts because of what the power has done truly. Because you stayed and waited, or you was patient for the power to move his hand. A lot of people ain't that patient. You know what I'm saying? You know how we used to. Everybody gotta do things on their own. If you don't do it on your own, they feel they cannot take the credit. But who said you were supposed to take the credit? You wasn't supposed to do anything for your credit, for the best of yourself. It's for the best of the nation. If you was a scientist and you came up with something that was, revolutionary, good for the people, everybody could use it. It's supposed to be free for your people. Let's say the man who came out with the light bulb and the light fixture. Everybody in our community would have that free.
Right.
Everybody in other community, that's how our people will be able to have it, is because we done charged them. So we're able to keep this up so that our people can have this, because this was meant for the people. That was one win for the people. That's not unlawful. Just like when they're in success, it's many people in a place of success. I don't get mad at a man from a different nation because he chose to put his kids in a better school, do the right thing. That's what he posted did. I actually commend him. That has nothing to do with racism. Because somebody wanted to send their kid to a great school, but you got the prime opportunity. Mm-hmm. It's just if you trying to jump in this man's ring around the rosy.
Right.
But literally, we could build a school over here, make it prestige. Only thing he did was build a school, then said it was a prestige school.
Exactly.
What made it so prestige?
The school, what they call it, school of excellence.
That's right. So why we can't build a school of excellence, though we have the knowledge of excellence?
Right.
The things that make you more excellent than your neighbor. Why we can't come up with a school of excellence?
Bullet.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But see, all in perfect time, and people want it to happen overnight. It's not gonna happen overnight. It took 400 years to get you in this state of mind. So let this be year 400 down. Now let's work on this 399th year. This 398th year. You know what I'm saying? It's year by year that you're gonna have to start reversing this thing. But if we look at it and go like, it's too much work, we already beat. Cause imagine everybody working together. Some people can work through the night, through the day, shifts. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But literally, we don't care about each other like that to do that. So literally, that's why we can't see the times. We can't discern them. We're not able to see. We're not on what we own. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to wait on our master, and we want to do everything according to our own way. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what we lose. No long suffering. Yeah. No endurance.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby. Ha ha.
Brothers, We just want them righteous vibes. We just need them righteous vibes. We just kick them righteous vibes. We want them righteous vibes only. We need them righteous vibes only. We need them righteous vibes only. We kick them righteous vibes only. Righteous living got me copacetic. Stay away from sweet living like a diabetic. I believe we live forever, yeah, that's right, I said it. You shall receive eternal life, Yahuwah, my genetics. Treating death like straight hair, I can never dread it. They tell me let the folly slide, but I never let it. Devils wanna kill the vibe of a made man. These people want full price for a trade-in. Urban servant, I'm just serving, never slaving. I'm at the table with the fam, bring a May in. I'm on a mission for Yahuwah, what are you doing? Chasing ghosts, don't answer questions, now they bullhorn. Traffic moving out the way like I'm chewing. Rule pointing out the way, it's the rule rolling. I'm just trying to earn a day, I got life goals. Heavy scripted be the meat, morning night scrolls. We just want them righteous vibes. We just need them righteous vibes. We just kick them righteous vibes, we want them righteous vibes only. We need them righteous vibes only. We need them righteous vibes only. We kick them righteous vibes only. We get the vibes only. We get the vibes only. We get the vibes only.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
And I'm your co-host, Miss Pat. Burn them up, Miss.
Burn them up, Miss. And I'm your co-host. Your co-host. Triple up. Split it.
And I'm your host, it's your favorite, beloved Dahu.
It's your favorite.
Amen. All Esteem to Yahuwah. And we had a great time. We had a great time in LA.
Woo!
Yo. I mean, where else we were?
Jersey, NYC, Jersey,
Harlem, yeah,
Hollywood.
Shout out to HOI, the pull-up boys in Harlem.
HOI.
We hit the stage in Harlem, USA.
Yeah.
You hear me, man? It's hard to make it in Harlem. It's hard to make it in Harlem, yo.
yo.
Hard to make it in Harlem, yo. Hey man, shout out to Harlem though, man. Shout out to LA, man. Shout out to Dimitri Pruitt, man. Make sure you go check that Lifeline out on YouTube.
Ooh, right now.
HOI, we got next. Shout out to the old brothers too, man. Shout out to Elders About, man. Priest About, man. Appreciate big love to y'all. Keep.
Shout out, Elders.
You know what I'm saying? Got some gear too. I got some gear from them. The shirts were too small for me, so I couldn't come in with them, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to actually have some the next time I come back with the hats and all that stuff too, so that y'all know what they got going on. Make sure y'all go check them out. Next stop, Cleveland, Ohio and Akron, Ohio.
Shout out.
So we going to be there. We should be heading there by, so right now we should be like, yes, it was a great experience. We back.
We back.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to do, for a lot of people who think that a great hand going to come out the sky and swoop us and get us up out of here, we just going to show that the scriptures do not imply that a great big hand going to swoop down or a spaceship going to swoop down or none of that, okay? We just going to definitely give you the business. Don't be mad at me. Get mad at the scripts, okay?
Okay.
Many shall be offended. Many should be offended for the word's sake. Hated for the word's sake.
Hated for the word's sake.
Isaiah 60:9.
Ooh,
man.
Surely the isles shall wait for me. Hey, surely the nations shall wait for me. The nations shall wait for him. And the ships of Tarshish first. The ships of Tarshish shall wait first. To bring your son, to bring my sons from afar. He didn't say to bring them from right over there in Africa, man.
No.
He didn't say that we gonna have to get a plane ticket, did he? We ain't gonna have to run over there, scuffle up our own change and run over there, did he?
Nah.
He said the ships of Tarshish gonna wait first. And so that you can load it up, that's why it's waiting. It's waiting right there. So you can load everything up. It says it's gonna bring my sons from far their silver and their gold with them.
What?
So it didn't even say that we gonna leave broke.
Okay.
It said you ain't even gonna have to make it on your own dime. It said, hey, I'm coming with everything that belong to me.
Boy, come with severance pay.
Unto the name of Yahuwah, your mighty one, and the set apart one of Israel, Yahushua, Torah, if y'all trying to say it's Torah, the Holy One of Israel. It said, and it said and. It said and. So it was making the distinction that it was talking about a separate entity. Okay. Because he have glorified thee.
Okay.
Did it say? It said the set apart one of Israel. That's the one who esteemed you.
Bullet.
Only because he mentioned you. That's why that ship waiting on you to take you in your gold and silver. So no hand gonna swoop you. Ain't got nobody gonna stick no club in the water. Ain't nothing going down like that. You know what I'm saying? It's no prophet like Moses or ever gonna be like Moses. So don't you ever think you gonna pull a Moses up out this thing. You feel what I'm saying?
Ain't no rapture.
Hey, you better know it. Just like they valet us over here, they gonna valet us back, and they gonna park that thing right there. They gonna park that thing on the Jordan. You feel me?
With the gold and silver.
We get the gold and silver. Hey, take the boxes off for me. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Chop Chop. That's my new name, Master Chop Chop.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
Bullet.
Chop, chop, chop.